kiddos, it's that time of year again. We're going to do the research paper, the no paper research paper, but this year it will conclude with a speech for the 8th grade speech competition. So I'm going to go through the checklist again. All of you had this last year, except Eric, so you should all know this. But we'll go over it again just so you are reminded and so you can check the due dates. So it's the no paper research paper. This year it's due February 24th. And that's when the actual final paper is due. Like 6 to 8 pages, double spaced. Last year it was 4 to 6, this year it's 6 to 8. The margins and the font are my requirements, which you will see at the bottom, and sources are documented using MLA style. Your speeches then are given the week of March 12th, and that gives you about 2 weeks between the end of the paper and the speech to practice. But we will not be using class time to practice. You'll need to practice a lot of this on your own. And then the finals for the 8th grade speech competition are Wednesday, March 21st. So those are the dates, the big dates that you'll need to know. Again, Purdue OWL is available as far as information goes. And I've included the link to last year's Jog the Web for the no paper research paper. The due dates are different because it's all last year's information, but if you want to refer to it for helpful information, it is there. So let's go over the checklist. The first thing you'll need to do on the checklist is Friday, January 20th, you will turn in your topic sentence to me. You spend the first week looking over topics, doing some preliminary research, narrowing your subject, and then on Friday, January 20th, you will let me know your subject or your topic, and you get 5 points for that. Then on Monday, January 23rd, you will let me know if you're going to use Evernote or Google Presentations. I got another video that I'm getting ready to do on Evernote to remind you how to use it. Many of you used it last year, but if you did not, I highly recommend you use it this year. And for that, you will get 5 points. And then on Friday, February 3rd, you will turn in your preliminary bibliography in MLA style, and you will get 5 points for that. Then you start taking notes. You will come up with a preliminary outline. You'll start evaluate sources. You need 6 sources this year, and at least 2 have to be print sources, books, magazines, newspapers, that kind of thing. So 6 sources, 2 need to be print. And then on Friday, February 10th, you will turn in your outline, and that will gain you 10 points. Then on Monday, February 13th, you will share a link with me on your final note cards, and that will gain you 10 points as well. So your note cards will be done February 13th. Then you'll begin writing the paper. You'll put your note cards in order, check your documentation, and write your rough draft. Your rough draft is due Friday, February 17th, and that is worth 20 points. And then the final paper, if you remember, 12-point Arial, top margin 1/2 inch, bottom 1 inch, side margins 1 inch, your proper heading. You'll have your page numbers at the top left, including your last name and the page number, and that'll be on all pages except the first page. highlight that so we don't forget it. The first line is your title, centered. It's double space, 6 to 8 pages. Make sure your bibliography is correct. And that final paper is due February 24th. It's worth 50 points. The whole project, not including the speech, is worth 100 points. We'll give you a rubric similar to the previous speech rubric, but with a little bit more content information, rather than just speech delivery, so that you know how the speech is being graded. It's the same rubric as last year for the research paper. Make sure you check it all through, and then make sure as you're writing this that you begin preparing ideas for your speech, because there's going to be a very quick turnaround time between your finishing your paper and delivering your speech. So that is the 8th grade speech handout checklist and rubric for the no paper research paper and the 8th grade speech competition.